from Southern Maryland's weather leader. This is a JB Weather Report.
All right, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm Forecaster John Bordash with you here in the Storm Center this afternoon. We are looking at a brand new severe thunderstorm watch that's been issued for the vast majority of our region. This includes almost all of our counties, with the exception being those counties along the northern neck. This severe thunderstorm watch for all the counties shaded in gold goes until 11 o'clock, and again, that does include much of our region. So you're going to want to stay weather aware as we head throughout the afternoon and evening hours. Let me give you a live look at radar right now as we head on into everything. You can see that bright yellow box up here, all those counties shaded, that's that severe thunderstorm watch. But we do now have right before 2 o'clock a couple of severe thunderstorms beginning to fire up. You can see those warning boxes there, those orange outlined boxes near Baltimore, then down towards the Charlottesville area. And we are beginning to tap into that very hot and that very humid atmosphere we have in place today. Storms are beginning to tap into that, and we're beginning to see some explosive development take place. What can you expect as we head throughout the afternoon and evening hours? Let's take a look at Futurecast. Let me walk you through what that looks like right now. So this is Futurecast initialized for right around 2 o'clock, showing that Baltimore County storm pretty well. As you push this on forward here to about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, what you'll begin to see is storms begin to really fire back out to our west, and they're mainly to our north and west. And I think that's important to note. I think for the early part of the afternoon and evening hours, I think the vast majority of our severe weather potential is really going to be focused north of DC. So any plans in DC or Baltimore from about 2, 3, 4 o'clock all the way through about 7 or 8 o'clock, you're probably dodging some hit and miss storms up there. Here in Southern Maryland, I think our severe weather potential will really begin to increase with the latest data I'm looking at. Looks like now to begin to increase right around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, on through about midnight to 2 a.m. As you watch this, you'll see that a gradual line of storms begins to develop, so that by around 10 or 11 o'clock, that line then begins to move into our region as cooler air rushes into our region. Tomorrow, not looking as hot, not looking as humid, and it's going to be thanks to this line of storms. I think what we're talking about this afternoon and evening, our main risks, they're going to be from damaging winds potentially up to 70 miles an hour, and from a torrential rain that could lead to flash flooding. Our region has already seen a lot of rain over the last 1 or 2 weeks, so additional areas of heavy rain, that's going to be causing some issues. We do have a flash flood watch in effect for Anne Arundel and PG County, along as well as areas along the I-95 corridor. That's where flooding those areas are the most prone to flooding, but I do think we have that flooding risk in our region as well. Again, just to walk you back through our Chesapeake County Futurecast here of what to expect as we move forward here for those of you just now joining. Again, that severe thunderstorm watch is up until 11, and I think for the first half of our afternoon and evening, most of the storm development should be focused to our north. We could see an isolated storm across our region, but I think the main focal point will be to our north. It won't be until around sunset or so that we start to see our storm chances really begin to increase as a developing line really forms on over towards portions of northern Virginia and then moves right through our region by about 10, 11 o'clock, maybe as late as midnight. I think we have the chance of storms throughout the day, but I think that's really going to be the time frame we're really looking at for the highest potential here of storms across our region. One last look at radar right now. Again, everyone shaded in yellow under that severe thunderstorm watch. That includes all of Southern Maryland. Again, that goes until 11, and then we have several different storms beginning to pop back to our west and to our north, and we will see how those continue to develop in our warm and humid atmosphere. So it's going to be important. Stay tuned to JB Weather throughout the afternoon and evening. I'll be here the rest of today watching everything, and I'm sure we'll see storm development really focused in our region probably by about 8 o'clock through up about midnight to 2 a.m. So stay weather aware and stay tuned to JB Weather. In the meantime, though, I'm Forecaster John Bordash. Thank you so much for joining me right now, and I'm sure we'll be talking again later on this afternoon. Have a nice and safe one, and keep it tuned right here.
Check the forecast anytime online at jbweather.net.